so I could get community service, and worst case I could be going back behind the door, back to jail. And it's mad cause I can still remember the smell, the atmosphere and the light, and the way that your mind would get carried away in the cell. The silence speaks louder than the bell that's been ringing for the past 15 minutes, and we don't know if the kid's hurting himself, cause the officers don't care. They never ask how did he get here. He never had a dad, mum tried her best, but that didn't matter cause the rent was so dear. That she couldn't cope sober, so she drank spirits and not beer. Talking about legless drunk, then his stepdad hit him with a reckless punch, and his mum turned her back. And that's when the care inside of the kid was done. I'm talking about me, get it? Being a role model's taking its toll, but I got this. I was only 12 years old when I got hit. Really, I hope my stepdad had watched this, cause I was only a kid and I loved him more than anybody else, but he fucked it. How can you beat up somebody's mum? I just want him, I don't even want justice.
Look, when I was about 10, ended up robbing all of my school friends for the Pokemon cards, finger skateboards. 6 years before I ever went pen, 5 years before I got expelled, 4 years before I got kicked out, 3 years before I was a good student, 2 years before I got missed out of Santa Claus. He didn't want to bring me nothing, cause I was underprivileged. That means now I walk with a complex, and trust me, I try my best to get rid of this. I want more money than you consider rich. I was on the roads and I didn't give a shit, cause I was taking phones and taking bikes, and I swear my niggas was killing it, chilling with D, blazing weed, sat back watching Reservoir Dogs. Used to sell white and beef for a boss until I licked off like 25 odds, and that's when I realised we was a gold mine. Only 11 more Zeds in a box, and I was 17, fresh out of jail, rolling with a pedal bike and a dog. I paint pictures with words, and I paint them like Vincent van Gogh. Still spending money from 08, and I've still not taken the bands off. Still got access to the sawn off. Still got more brothers than Warner. I'm still on this music ting, and I'm still in the gym, and I can still hold my corner.
I hope I don't need them. This year I don't want to risk my freedom, cause I know that I've got shows in Sweden, and I've been booked all over festival season. I got Parlife, then I got Wireless, then I got Glastonbury. Man tried it with me last year and got fed to the Tigers. 0161 spreading like a virus. 2016 has got them pulling off stunts like a BMX biker. Not everybody's gonna like it, so they'll bring an article out just to try and rewind you. They said I went running in the jewelers. Did he think I'm stupid? I've got music videos looking like movies. You're looking at one of the best to ever do this.
Trust me, you don't wanna start drama, cause the roadside gets hot like a sauna. And that's why man wear body armor, cause it gets political like Obama. I was on a bus 2 years ago with 100,000 views on Flush, Pressure, long black raincoat for the bad weather. But don't watch that, cause things get better. Now I got the S-line, everything level, does 0 to 60 in 5.7. Bugzy Malone's on a different level, got even the whip turns into the devil. It's madness, trying to escape from a ghetto that literally is hip-hop heavy metal. I hear that revenge is sweet, but I just hope that it tastes like I'm a retto, cause I'm about to get back anybody that thought I was gonna do another stretch in jail. If success tastes like Coca-Cola, then I'll have a large Coke and I'm a retto. On the rocks or fresh out the bottle. You never catch me drowning my sorrows, until I got told they was in a coma. I took more shots than Miguel Cotto. The left side of my chest went hollow. I went out like the mask of Zorro. I made the sky turn red, ran in the crib, and then turned into the devil. Get over here. Whoopee! Finish him like Sub-Zero. Out the window, into the garden, over the fence and straight for the Guinness. When I was about 10, ended up robbing all of my school friends, but then I got caught, and ever since then, I've been on the ball like ESPN. Yeah, I took chase, and I hit the fence, just trying to get away from the policemen. Then I got gripped, and I got slammed, done a little bit of time like Big Ben. A big white sweatbox took me to pen. Had fights like Ken Bison and Ken, and I've been a bad boy ever since then. Never been a hero like Clark Kent, and now I'm like Scarface without the scar. And I'm like Bane without the mask, I'm like the Joker without the cards. And I don't care if I look bad, I want a Porsche GT that's matte black, so I can drive through the hood like Batman. Used to have a 9 in the backpack, so I could run through the door like a cat flap. And now I got a hoodie matching my snapback, and they know my voice when I'm on track. A hitman couldn't kill a beat like me, my brother, if he signed that contract. Never been baptized, I was in school with a slack tie, totally confused when that guy asked me why I was black and my dad's white. I came home like, Mum, have you got time? Why am I black and my dad's white? She explained that my real dad was a bad guy that sold bear drugs up in my side. I just couldn't believe it, ran up the stairs and shut the door, and I just cried. Prayed to the Lord, please let it be a bad dream, and a part of me just died. My whole upbringing was a bad lie, I need answers, let me find this guy. So I got on the phone, forget about 118, I need more than a helpline. And then I met my dad, black tints on a Golf GTI, it was that clean. On my life, the Incredible Hulk couldn't have turned that green. The interior was leather and cream. First guy that I ever seen smoke weed. Charles Bronson couldn't live this good if he had $1 million on his canteen. Told me that he sold CDs as his head nodded to Alicia Keys. Picture the atmosphere, my stepdad had a Mini Cooper from the 80s, and then we drove to the hood. On Princess Parkway I seen a million faces, until we met my brothers Jacinio and Pierre, and my heart was racing, second to youngest brother. That my stereotype made me like Mike from the Jackson 5. Fell in love with a Road so much, came came home and I never slept that night. Went in school the next day, untook my t-shirt and I just dashed my tie. Walked through the corridor just to show them I was a warrior. I started a fist fight with a guy that stabbed me with a screwdriver 2 years earlier. It's that time, showed him that I was a ride or die, and showed him that they're not about that life. Walked onto the estate, my heart beating, and you could see fear in my eyes shaking, rattling like a broken bike. But see, when I won that fight, ain't darky, tell them I won that fast. I'm not copying Bane when I say nobody knew me until I wore that mask. Walked back to Aaron and Danes and soaked my hands in an ice cold bath. Cause I broke my knuckles, started wearing carbon gloves, cause with an axe gang like Kung Fu Hustle. Trust no one, we're not on the same wave. I shut man down in a vacate. If he sees the whip, then he might hate. Cause my nigga, we're not the same age. Plus I've been avoiding the 12 gauge. I heard man put a hole in his rib cage. Open the door, let off the ting, and then vacate the estate. And then vacate the estate. Gunchester's never been a nice place. From a place where man can't dictate whether man are gonna live to an old age. So I stay fresh like Colgate, and I don't watch no face when I make change. I've been on the roads and it ain't great. I seen big reputations deflate. He had a Maserati on a template until he went out on a rampage. Took 2 shots to the chest plate. I was lying 6 feet deep in a fresh grave. Now that's that life, that's that life, that's that life that he explained. R.I.P. to my dead mates. May the fallen soldiers set pace.